Welcome to Twin Tarot. I'm Gary.
And I'm David.
And today we have a special guest. She's got a wooden spoon. She didn't want to be in the video, and she armed herself so she wouldn't have to be in there.
We might have supplied the armaments, but representing the United States, we like to arm the world.
Yes, indeed. This is also to make sure we don't get don't go too astray on our readings here, that we don't get too snarky.
I mean, I have to clean up my language a little bit.
Indeed. So today we're going to read about the Democratic National Convention.
This is the first time I've been face to face with him in like 3 weeks since
no kidding, huh?
COVID incident.
Yeah, so there was a couple of folks in the comments that were talking about there might be some sort of health event or some fireworks going on at the DNC convention. I guess there might have been a couple other readers that saw something.
Yeah, somebody posted up on my channel about I hadn't heard of this reader before, about them saying that maybe Tim Walz has a health event that maybe takes him out of the running. For those of you that watch our channel, probably watch a lot of the other readers, I know that Libby has struggled with throwing on Tim Walz and just coming up with some cards that would just make it seem like he doesn't make it to election day. And when I've thrown cards on him, generally speaking, they've been very positive. But I've always had that one, I've had like a 10 of swords in there or a 3 of swords. I had some card underneath there that just is like, what is this doing here? And I always assumed like, oh, maybe he doesn't want to leave, Minnesota. He's done a lot in Minnesota and he's made promises to people. Maybe he feels bad leaving them, or the folks in Minnesota don't want him to leave because he's been a great governor for getting stuff done. But I hadn't explored the thought that maybe he gets sick. Something happens with his health and he can't continue.
Yeah, and Kim from Intuit View had she did her predictions for 2024 back in November of 2023, and she saw that we would lose 2 giants in this election. So
Jimmy Carter's going to be one of them.
Yeah, maybe. It could be San Francisco Giants too, but she said it wasn't the San Francisco Giants.
Okay.
But having Biden drop out could certainly be one of them, and I guess if Walz drops out, that could be considered too. So
I don't know if he's really a giant though.
Well,
Jimmy Carter's a giant.
Yeah,
let's face facts.
So we're going to check the energy around the Democratic National Convention.
Entertainment purposes only.
Yes, we have much entertainment and snark. Okay, so I guess I'm going to do
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't touch his deck.
No, mine
His
is. It's so pretty. Okay.
I did show him how to overhand shuffle.
Yeah, but I still refuse to do it. So the foundation of the
reading. Well, how else do you keep the double card on the bottom of the deck?
Well, I just put it off to the side, then I put the deck down. And
there's a good idea. Oh, there it is right there.
Foundation of the reading
is not the double card.
The energy around the Democratic National Convention. Knight of Cups. Okay, so we're bringing forth good emotions and joy. Dave just gave it a shrug.
Give it a shrug.
That's right. It could be something. Underneath it, the moon card. There, some mystery and confusion and intrigue underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath it all, the Nine of Cups, hopes, wishes, and dreams fulfilled. I mean, we certainly got a dream team of candidates there between Kamala Harris and Governor Walz.
I mean, it's interesting. The powers that be that were maybe encouraging Joe Biden to step down also wanted to have an open convention, but what we have instead is a Kamala Harris, Tim Walz convention, and it's got a lot of steam.
Yeah,
that's associated with it. Keep going.
I wonder what the mystery is.
Something we haven't found out yet.
In the past, Temperance. Just Kamala Harris looking to balance out her ticket. Kind of take that temperature of the room down, if you will. But Tim Walz is a great counterbalance to her. So, she's got a lot of strengths as far as, she's got her background as an attorney. She's a senator. Walz he's more of that, farm table economics. He kind of resonates more with the middle America.
Yeah.
So it was a great selection to help attract as many voters as possible.
Tim Walz, to me, I think is going to be really good at when the Republicans start yelling about Biden's inflation, Tim Walz is going to point out all the different things that are causing inflation that a Midwesterner would look at. Yeah. Oh, so corporate max profits don't mean anything, huh? Kind of that let's be realistic here.
Current situation, the tower card. Oh my. Well, so the towers is
sudden endings.
Yeah. Well, man, we got a mystery and a sudden ending.
Well, if we're talking about Walz maybe having a health issue, it's like you're coming forward with this new candidate, but something unexpected is going to happen. There's been a detoxification. Now, this could be Kamala Harris, taking down the temperature and giving people hope. But Tim Walz, for instance, he had a DUI charge 30 years ago, so he stopped drinking. But there could be something that happens in this relationship that brings things to an end.
Yeah, there may be something he's currently going through right now. Let's see. Overarching energy.
Two of
Swords.
Decisions to be made. You're at a crossroads.
Okay. It's a very fascinating set of cards here.
Mm-hmm.
The lesson to be learned. The death card. So the death is the end of things, the beginning of new things. Boy, you got the death and the tower card.
Okay, yeah, I see where this is going.
Okay. Feel free to...
Do you want to jump in?
Yeah, please.
All right. Biden.
Okay.
Offering the cup to somebody else.
Okay.
We don't know who it was going to be. It was unexpected.
Okay.
And, this is they wanted Biden out. He offers it to Kamala Harris. And that assuages the people that were concerned that we had the 81-year-old president coming in. Brought his candidacy to a sudden stop. Decisions needed to be made. And again, I think this brings Biden's career to an end, but it starts a new chapter. It starts the chapter of Kamala Harris.
Okay. And the lesson to be learned.
Outcome.
The Four Swords. So your contemplation. And underneath it all, you've got hopes, wishes, and dreams fulfilled. I mean, that actually does fit pretty nicely with your cards there, because Biden stepping aside has definitely re-energized the Democratic Party.
Yeah. And this is contemplation. This is sitting back, contemplating, thinking about things. This almost is just a reading about Biden. Now, here's also a thought. I think I was hearing somebody, I'm sure it's a hot rumor, that they may pay a tribute to Biden, a big tribute at the DNC for Biden. And I think it might be kind of a peace offering for what they put him through.
Yeah. I mean, we were kind of speculating it could be a Walz health event. It could be a Biden career event.
Yeah. Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Joe Biden.
Yeah. All right.
Go rest in. No, basically you can retire at this point.
Okay. Bring it back up. Is mom still there? Yeah, she's still there. She's bored.
We didn't act out, so she's not.
Yeah, exactly. She's got nothing to do. Did you go rattle the fork and spoon drawer, Mom? She's so bored. She is. She's just picking at a piece of ground in her hometown.
You guys bored.
She's gonna spank us if she sees us doing this. It's a good thing we turned those hearing aids down.
I know. She doesn't know. She can't hear. Shh. Be very, very quiet.
We're hunting bombs. All right, so energy seems like they're...
I think the big energy around there is going to be the saying goodbye to Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, should we just go straight?
Let's ask, is Walz going to have a health event?
Yeah, okay.
So I beat around the bush.
Yeah, exactly. None of this, perhaps.
Oh, so airy, Let's just put on our best Madame Trelawney voices. Oh, the grim, oh, will Joe Biden unleash the grim? There's not a whole lot of readers I've seen that are like Madame Trelawney.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
Maybe we should change up.
She's hilarious.
Does she wear a costume?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And she's got these glasses that make her eyes look about like that big.
Oh, awesome. Okay. All right. So is there going to be... Will Governor Walz, Vice President candidate Walz, have a health event at the DNC? Okay. Entertainment purposes only. And we like Governor Walz, so we hope these are really cards that don't give it. Oh dear.
This is one of the cards that keeps popping up with me when I throw on walls as an underneath card.
No, this is a foundation card.
Yeah, I know.
Heartbreak.
Here, by the way, here's what she looks like.
Oh my goodness.
In case you're wondering what Madame Trelawney looks like.
That's funny.
It's kind of that hippie vibe.
Cross with the Nine of Pentacles. So you got the Heartbreak or Vascular Event as some
as Libby would call it.
Libby, yeah. And then you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is living your best life and enjoying the fruits of your labor.
Right. So if there was going to be a vascular event with Tim Walz that would cause him to drop out because he's got a wife and a daughter, he's got a wife and kids to think about. Maybe Kamala Harris has to choose somebody different.
Okay.
It's entirely possible that Tim Walz has a vascular event. What's underneath?
Ten of Pentacles. How about legacy?
It could also be a hereditary thing. If there's a history of heart ailments in his family or strokes or something like that, it could be related to that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In the past, boy, a lot of pentacles being thrown here.
Yeah, wealth of health and values.
Yeah, it's just in the past, examining our health and seeing where our health is at. Mm-hmm. Doing our best to take care of our health. Current.
Evaluating the devil.
Oh, Trump is evaluating.
I don't think this is Trump. I think this is just. What do they say about the president ages you 10 years for every 4 years you're in there or something like that?
Well, except if you play golf every other day.
But yeah, generally speaking, if you take the job seriously, it's a very hard, grueling job on somebody. As is, it's why older rock and roll artists, they can't tour as much. It's just life on the road is hard.
Yeah.
It also takes you away from your family.
Yes.
And do you really want to do this? Because basically what it's going to be is I'm not going to see my family for 4 years.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where this is going. You're looking at your current health and understanding what the demands of this job are going to be. Okay, overarching energy, the King of Pentacles. Do I really want to look like Trump?
Well, you never know. He's in charge of his health.
Yeah. Boy,
he gets to make his health decisions. All these pentacles.
All health cards.
Yeah, this is not money.
Yeah. Lesson to be learned is the Justice card.
You can't cheat health.
No.
If you're not in good health, you're not in good health.
Yeah.
It's just, you have to be, this is like, this is the heartbreak disappointment. I really wanted to be with Kamala Harris, but I really need to think about my health. This job is really, really hard on people's health with all the traveling and being away from family. I have to make a mature decision on this, and I have to be honest and real with myself. Now, this could all be the stuff he went through to decide to become the VP.
Yeah.
It's like, do I want to be away from my wife and my daughter? Is this job worth it? There's going to be a lot of things that I wish I was around for my kids for. Yeah. That would be great. I need to make a mature decision. I need to make the right decision, be real with myself, but it's also my legacy. This is a way for me to make society better for everyone around in the way that I would want to see it done.
And the outcome?
It's the Knight of Cups.
Knight of Cups.
Which was the central card, the signifier card in the previous
one.
So
it's kind of, so he wants to be Joe Biden.
I think this is basically him saying, yes, I'll take the job.
Okay.
So I think he went through a lot. He understands the sacrifice he's making. And this to me tells me that he knows he's making a big family sacrifice. I don't know if both his kids are in college now.
I'm assuming at 60 he's probably.
I can't remember if he had one kid that was 15 or if his youngest one just went to college. I think the youngest one just went to college.
We should probably pause this. Here, I'm gonna hit the pause button. I'm going to pause the recording. I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to pause it.
Yeah. Okay, so we looked it up. His youngest would have just graduated high school. His youngest is born in 2006, so likely 18 years old.
Yep.
Assuming born before August.
And maybe he's going to college. Maybe he's going to join the military and get the GI Bill. So, we asked about the...
He puts all the cards on top. I mix my cards into the middle, all parts of the deck.
I shuffle.
He just likes to see his cards come up same all the time.
Indeed. So, what did we learn about that? Well, we learned.
We learned that we can ask a question about his health, and we get a question about he's already considered this before he accepted the nomination.
Yeah, come on, Fred. You knew the job was tough before you took it, right? That was a super chicken reference.
You knew the job was dangerous before you took it. I know. Yeah, it's well. Let's just ask. Yeah, will he have a? Let's ask if he'll have a vascular event.
Okay.
Just flat out, straight up. Will Tim Walz have a vascular event
in the next
during the DNC?
Okay.
Now, and if he doesn't, he doesn't. The answer on this should be no, right?
Yeah.
The probability of anybody having a vascular event during a 3-day window, the answer should be no.
Right.
So, if it's yes, the cards should be somewhat obvious.
It should be.
Should be.
I'm gonna let you throw it this time. Spirit seems to be ignoring me.
Well, they're answering the questions you should have asked.
I never thought of it that way.
That's how I have to think of it. Because I was like, why didn't you answer the questions I asked? Well, clearly you didn't ask the right questions.
Okay.
You need more background.
There you go. You do it.
Okay. Now I'm going to get all the same cards he put on.
Yeah, exactly. He
puts them all on the top of the deck.
Yeah, so now people did want to see you actually shuffle this on camera. And there he is now.
Wow. Ah, the Page of Pentacles went on the ground.
Yes,
get that card
he's always trying to get rid of the page cards.
I'm now shuffling. There it is.
Was it a page card?
Yeah, of course.
God.
Just showed it to
You
the
have
audience.
this tough relationship with the page card.
Now we're going to start all over again.
It's just what the audience wanted to see. 5 minutes of you overhand shuffling.
Yeah. His deck is a bit thicker. It's like it feels like it's got like 50% too many cards.
He said the deck is like me, a bit thick.
I wouldn't be talking about thickness with you, my friend. I've got that one cornered right now. All right, will Tim Walz have a vascular event? The Chariot, Knight of Swords, Fool card, Page of Wands, Wheel of Fortune. Okay.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Will he have a vascular event? I'm going to say no. If he does have health issues, they might slowly go forward. But it may not be his time in order to do this. What is this telling me? I think things are going to progress forward. It's the start of a new day. He's out there doing the message, racing to save the world. This is not talking about vascular events at all. This is just basically saying, to me, again, we've got 3 major arcana here. I think Tim Walz is on his life path. He's right exactly where he's supposed to be. He's starting, just like the death card was here, he's starting a new chapter in his life. He's going forward, spreading his message. Yeah. He is going to race forward like a knight.
Yeah. Certainly
not reckless, but crusading.
Yeah.
There's a crusade that he is going to be on. He's going to help them. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. I'm not seeing anything in here that's saying that. It just tells me that he is where he needs to be.
Okay, so
see, he put it in there. Now that I shamed him.
I'm mixing them this time. So it seems that Spirit's just saying he's doing the job he was sent here to do.
Yeah, that's how I translate that.
Okay, so that was a big nothing burger. I guess we should change the name of the reading to, is Tim Walz going to do the job he came to do? Versus there going to be a health event.
No, we're going to put on the clickbaity title.
Yes, well, we're going to put the most clickbaity title, Trump health event, then we'll do this whole thing on
Tim Walz cardiac event. Will it happen during the DNC?
Yeah, and then you get
Tim Walz gets the worst news possible for cardiac events.
You get 3 readings that have nothing to do with it, allegedly. So I guess
we like good titles, but we try not to make them too hyperbolic or too sensationalized.
Yeah, because then you're just disappointed after you click on it.
Exactly.
All right, I think that's all we got on this thing.
Yeah, I did. So what did we learn? We learned that Tim Walz is right where he needs to be.
Yes.
And he probably understands that this job is going to be difficult. especially given the charged times that we're in.
Yep.
And
he's getting his message out to the youth.
mm-hmm.
I think that Page of Wands is kind of, getting the youthful message out. And that's certainly there with Kamala Harris as the candidate. There's been an upsurge of younger people being very interested and donating their time and money to the Democratic Party.
Yeah, and it's hearing people refer to him as like America's dad or something along that.
Yeah.
I did read a story about one of his students was answering questions. I think it was on a CNN article, and he's exactly who you think he would be. He's just exactly that person that you think he. A lot of dad jokes. Okay. His
well, we were just watching a video of him talking about 8-track tapes.
And in the video, maybe there's a better YouTube, but in the video, he's aiming the camera, but he's not doesn't have it reversed, so he can't see what he's looking at. So everything is off shot. Just dead parents,
Yeah, exactly.
They're so lame.
Technologically challenged.
He's got 8 tracks. He's good to go.
Yeah, if you got 8 tracks, you got it all, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. Sorry you had to put up with us for this long with nothing to support a clickbaity title.
But in the end, we don't think he's having a vascular event during the DNC.
Nah, it's not looking that way. Looks like he's here doing what he was supposed to do. He probably does have some health things that he needs to be aware of, and he's taking care of it, and he's just going to do what he's going to do.
Yep. All right. Anything else?
No. Give us a thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you like this stuff, and thank you for watching. Leave a comment. I read through them all, and I respond to as many as I can.
All right. We'll catch you on the next video. Take care.